Hey guys, good morning. I just got here in Dubai just a few hours ago. Still a bit tired, still a bit jet lagged. I'm here for Randall Johnson's event, Money Talks, this Friday. So if you guys are attending, it's an honor to be part of your journey. It's an honor to be part of your goals and your rituals or your habits of learning to reach your goals of financial freedom. So I'm doing this stocks by request relatively early. The market's still open as of this point in time. So just to give you context also, all of the things that I'll be mentioning here is based on the 315 prices of the market. No, I have to do this early because I'm preparing for my talks over the weekend, and I'm trying to use as much energy as I can still so that you guys get the best of my energies, and also whatever gets discussed still is based on the rudiments of technical analysis. So if you're new to this YouTube video or this Facebook video, I do regular videos like this where people send out requests about which stocks you want to be analyzed. This is not stocks, this is not stock picks, but this is generally me giving my analysis. But I hope that as I do this, you start researching and analyzing it on your own. It's never about you relying on what I say, but it's you trying to get a framework of how the logic is on how I analyze stocks, that you may also find yours and replicate it on your own. Because the goal of why I do videos like this is just really I want to see you guys be financially free. I want to see more and more Filipinos who are investing do it the right way, that it can be done without hype, it can be done without speculation, that the Filipino deserves to have more than enough so that you can make a difference in the lives of the people around you as well. Alright, so I think I'll analyze around 5 to 6 stocks, then we're gonna talk about the index as well. As of 3:15 though, here's the thing, no? 15 minutes before closing, what I saw was the volume or the value turnover was not as significant. We have around 4.85 billion value turnover, which has brought the index to around 8,373. And the thing with that is you have 119 advances, 89 declines in the general broad market. But because of us, no, I mentioned this in previous videos, because of its failure to hold on to the support at 8,500, we could probably see the market start to challenge and go back to the stronger support range at around 8,000 or around 8,040 as of this point. So because of the failure of 8.5, expect whatever downward movement that we will see to challenge and pressure the support that we have at around 8.1 or 8,040. That support range still remains intact. I really believe that this will be an opportunity should the market drop to around 8,000 or 8,100 or 8,140. It gives people the opportunity, for those who have not started to invest yet or who came in late, and to have an opportunity to buy in earlier. So please remember this: should the market continue to drop, you don't have to buy them while it's dropping. You don't have to pick up stocks while they're falling, but the best time to come in is when you see a support level form. So for me, if it comes to around 8.1, 8.140 or around 8,000, it could be a good time for you to start to come in, and a short-term target price for that will be at 8,500, so which is now the resistance for the PSEi in general. All right, so now I'm gonna talk about a few stocks also that you guys have requested. These are the stocks that have had garnered the most votes via social media, Twitter, Facebook, and also my website marvingirmo.com. Or if you're from YouTube, you can just comment below for stocks that you want, and then we'll try to factor it in the next videos that we make as well. All right, so I'm gonna start off with now, because there's always I've made a commitment to make an ongoing analysis for you guys on what's happening with now, no? As of 3:15 though today, the stock price of now was one of the strongest, had the strongest value turnovers, no, 463. So it tells you that there's still a lot of interest in the stock. However, the stock is pretty much down, 10% movement downwards. So at 13.7% though, it's hanging by a thread to the 13 peso range, no? I mean the 13 peso support range, which I mentioned this in previous videos. It's not as strong, the strong support that we have is still around 7 and around 4 pesos per share. So should this support ranges not hold, you may expect a retracement of now. You may expect selling to still occur. So why am I saying this? No, we have no buy signal for people who would want to come in, but for people who have been selling, we've mentioned sell signals already for the stock, especially for people who are quick traders and who wanted to sell based on some quick reversal patterns or some failure of now to break the resistance. So please take note of this. If 13 does not hold, a possible drop from now will bring it to around 10 or to as low as 7. Please take note, if 13 does not hold for now, it can go down to 10 to as low as 7 because of its failure to have an adequate support level. Alright, now let's move on to the next tranche of the top stocks that you guys requested. The next one is Bloom. Congratulations, by the way, for those who have been position traders for the stock, because as of the time that we started to cover this in stocks by request, as of the time we've been mentioning it as well, the stock has still pretty much been bullish. So why am I saying this? If you're a position trader and you are analyzing Bloom, as of this point in time, the stock does not have any sell signal yet. The trend is still up, as evidenced even by it staying above 14. You are a position trader, the stock is pretty much still in an uptrend. No need to sell, no need to take profits. The goal of position traders is still to follow the trend. As long as the trend is still up, maximize your gains. So position traders for Bloom, hold your positions. For quick trading, from a quick trading perspective naman, I mentioned this in previous videos, no, as long as the 14 peso price range will hold, there's no immediate need for you to sell quickly. I repeat, as long as the 14.2 price range for now for Bloom will hold, there's no need to sell. If it stays above 14, stays above 14.2, possible target price for Bloom is 15.75 pesos per share. So there's still an upside as long as 14.2 will hold. Target price is 15.75 pesos per share. So congratulations to Bloom holders. Again, this is under the context of the stories, the Chinese gambling story, that there's a lot of Chinese junkets coming into the Philippines, and the renewed friendship between China and the Philippines will just usher in more tourist arrivals here in the country. So that's the underlying news story about it. That's the underlying, I guess, movement in terms of any fundamental aspects that can run via Bloom. So I'm here, by the way, in Deira. No? It's relatively not as hot yet as compared to the other times that I've been here in Dubai, where it would be July or August or September, where it's a bit humid. So it's still nice. It's still a nice cool breeze here. It's almost lunchtime and it's hot. It's bright and sunny, but it's a good time to stay outside also. So sa Philippines now, it's a bit hot already. So this is something worth experiencing here in Dubai. All right, next. I'd like to talk about PLDT. PLDT stock, by the way, as of 3:15 today, was up by 2.23% at 1,559. So should this surprise you? Should you actually be excited about this? You have to remember, technical analysis tells you that you should not be shocked whenever stocks would bounce, whenever stocks would move up, because as from a technical point of view, PLDT just bounced from a 1,500 support level. Please take note of this. As long as PLDT stays at 1.5, it will continue to proceed up. PLDT is actually trying to move towards its resistance. The resistance is at 1,602 pesos per share. So please take note, bounce from 1,504 will lead PLDT to 1,602. If 1,504 will not hold, the retracement will bring it to 1,392. So please take note of this. Support is 1,504. Bounce from 1,504 for PLDT. Target price is 1,602. So for those who bought at 1,504, congratulations. It's now headed toward the resistance. That's your target price. If it breaks out of 1,602, next target price is 1,742. But if 1,504 does not hold, the retracement will bring it to 1,392. So for those who are joining us also for the first time and you're not too sure about the concepts that are here, no, these are all based on technical analysis, because I'm pretty much a technical person when it comes to trading stocks. I don't guess, I don't speculate, I don't base my trades based on news. It's really primarily based on what the charts will dictate for me. Alright, So I have PLDT next. Next is I want to talk about WILCON. We've been covering WILCON also because a lot of people have been requesting it. We mentioned a couple of I think this was a couple of weeks back, no, that WILCON started to break out from the 10.5 resistance. After breaking out from 10.5, it now or from the 9 peso range, it's hit 10.5, broke out from that with a very large candle. Then it hit our next target price at 11.75. After hitting 11.75, it failed already to break out from that. It started to retrace and it went back to the 10.5 level. So why am I saying this? As of today's movement, no, for WILCON, the stock is up 2.36%. It's at 11.28. The reason why WILCON is up is primarily because of the bounce from the 10.5 level. So why am I saying this? As long as WILCON stays above the 10.5 level, I really believe that as long as it stays above the 10.5 level, it could go and hit the next target price at 11.75. So please take note of this. WILCON stays above 10.5. Its progression upward will lead it to around 11.75 pesos per share. It breaks out from 11.75 pesos per share. The stock could move to around 13 pesos over the short term. So please take note of this. Because of it holding above 10.5, the stock could go to 11.75. It breaks out of 11.75, the stock could go to 13 pesos per share. So congratulations to those who bought at the bounce, and that's what's nice about it. You just really use support and resistance and you will do well with how you go about your trading and investing. And I'll say this all the time, it's never about playing a perfect game, but it's about following a consistent set of buying and selling parameters that will allow you to trade the markets with ease and confidence as well. Alright, so now we've talked about the index, we've talked about now, we've talked about Bloom, we've talked about PLDT, we've talked about WILCON. Two more stocks. I want to talk about PUREGOLD as well. PUREGOLD, for those who don't know, PUREGOLD is the biggest and largest supermarket already in the country. It already has surpassed SM already. So in terms of its growth, this is a pretty much consumption-driven stock. The more consumption, the more disposable income Filipinos would have, the larger PUREGOLD's earnings will be in the future. So looking at it now, let me just pull up the charts. Let me pull up the charts. Okay, what we're seeing from PUREGOLD primarily is the bounce from, there's a strong support at 46.7 pesos per share. So as long as PUREGOLD stays above that, or the reason why PUREGOLD is up, it's because of its bounce from that support level. For those who are holding PUREGOLD as of 3:15 p.m. today, hit 53.45%. It's up 1.33. So please take note, we have our resistance at around 54 pesos per. We have a resistance at around 54.25 pesos per share. If PUREGOLD moves or hovers around that price, please take profits. I repeat, failure of PUREGOLD to break out from 54.25 pesos per share will amount to a sell signal already for quick traders. I repeat, failure of PUREGOLD to break out from 54.25 and you are a quick trader, it can be a trigger for you already to take profits as well in the stock. If you're a position trader, the trend is pretty much up. The trend is pretty much still in an uptrend. There's no urgency for you to sell as well in the stock. Alright, before I go to the last stock, just a quick announcement of our next events. No, after Money Talks here in Dubai, I'll be continuing our series in Manila for Stock Smarts. There it will be March 17, 18, and 24. We're in our last module of technical analysis, and then we're in the last batch. We're entering the new batch of fundamental analysis. So for those who want to know the next schedules, we have Cebu this April, first week of April. Then April 22, I'll be in South Korea. It will be a roundtable session. I think it's relatively coaching, but it's almost full now. I think there's just 2 slots left. So if you're from South Korea and want to know more about technical analysis, join us there. Then first week of May will be in Singapore. Last week of May, I'll be doing ICON with Randall Chongson. It's our large investment conference with around 1,000 people attending the event. Then after that, we have June, Stock Smarts Manila again, but we're having Stock Smarts Melbourne happening for the very, very, very first time on those dates. So that's it. Alright, our last stock is SURPASS. SURPASS, from a position trading standpoint, no, is pretty much bearish from a position trading standpoint. The trend for the stock is still down. So if you're a position trader, there's no reversal signal yet. There's no indication yet that the stock is going up or reversing in an uptrend, so you can stay away from it if you're a position trader. However, what's interesting about that is this: the stock now is relatively oversold. It's now hitting its strongest support, and one of the reasons why you're seeing a price movement right now, the SURPASS is up at 3.6 pesos per share as of 3:15 p.m. It's primarily because of the bounce from the strong support at 3.2 pesos per share. So you have to remember that if the trend is down, there will come a point in time when you're a quick trader that it will hit a support level. So that could be your buy signal for the stock. For those who bought from the bounce at 3.2, please peg your target price at 4. So the bounce from 3.2, the bounce from 3.3, that's a buy signal for those of you guys who placed money in. And if you're holding the stock right now, hold on to it. No sell signal. Target price is 4. If it breaks out from 4, adjust your target prices to 5.2 pesos per share. So 3.2, bounce from 3.2 will bring it to 4. Breakout from 4 will bring it around 5.2 pesos per share. So yun, that's it. Talked about the PSEi, we talked about now. We've talked about WILCON, PLDT, Bloom, SURPASS, and also PUREGOLD. So I'll make another batch of stocks by request. I think I'll do it over the weekend. I'll try to do it in batches of 5 so we can create more videos, and I get to have the ability to explain it more to you guys as well. Because this is one of my passions. So it's just nice to have the ability to share and break down concepts to all of you. So that's it. I'll be here in Dubai up until Tuesday next week, and then after, when I get back, we're gonna continue our series for Stock Smarts Manila. So I hope videos like this give you the confidence and the conviction to trade the markets with confidence. If you're just new into stocks, please continue to study. You can never go wrong when you invest in yourself. You can never go wrong when you study. You can never go wrong when you spend the time to be able to learn the rudiments. There's no shortcut to success. There's no shortcut to getting rich. Everything is something that you push. I'll pick someone who works hard more than someone that's smart. Talent sometimes is overrated. Talent will bring you into the front door, but it won't make you stay there or make you successful throughout. To be able to be successful, it's you building your craft, building your skills, using what you have to reach your goals of financial freedom. And I really do hope that the stock market allows you to do that, because I really believe that there's so much potential for you to be able to make wealth via investing in the stock market. So that's it for now. Marvin Germo from Novotel here in Dubai. I hope videos like this help you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon.